So this is a small video just to show you a potential problem where you could go wrong, and we speak from experience, and if this happens to you, don't get out the hammer and try to force it. When you get to the job site, this is what you're going to find. The track will be mounted to the ceiling, and these carriers, which have to slide into the door, will be hanging down like this. Just to give you an end view, there's the carrier, slides into the track, and this white Delrin ring acts as a little bushing, and it has to be right there in between those two lips of the track. And this little nut right here, after you adjust the up and down, has to be tightened back up real tight, otherwise the door will drop. And the height adjustment is on the flats of this little bolt right here. So there's two wrenches that, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some flats, very low height. Put a wrench on that and then a wrench on this big nut and make sure it's tightened. And this nut has to be loose in order to go up and down. So okay, here's the potential problem. I'm going to leave this out of the track. This will be the door, and you're going to have to load this through the notch on the door. Make sure these screws are backed out, otherwise that won't go in. And you can see in the channel shape there are these two protruding shapes that grab onto the grooves in this bar. So that slides in. Now if you notice, there's the potential for this to go up and down. And if it's down, the shoulder of that screw blocks the groove and won't allow it to go in. If it's up, it'll slide in. So what happened to us in the past was it was kind of like half in, half out, and we managed to force it in, and then once it was in, it was like, well, geez, now we got to like really hammer it to where it has to be, and that's where you can really go wrong. So if it starts to be difficult, don't force it. Get it back out, make sure this is up, and then it'll go in. Once it's in, you slide this along till this bolt lines up with the center line of the door, which we have marked for you, and then you tighten these screws, and that prevents this thing from sliding back and forth. So that concludes our little installation. Don't and give us a call if you run into any problems.